do the things, and there's goals, there's stuff that I wanted to accomplish, and like the years just kind of stack up, and and if I look at that stuff, if I look at the things that haven't worked, or I haven't done, I can lose peace. I can lose the very peace of God.
I'm gonna fight like a champ, not a wannabe. Live like the dream is all that I can see.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
So this little vlog is called Finding Peace When the World's Asleep. We want to welcome you back to our channel and our kitchen table here again. And we want to follow up kind of on our last conversation, introducing ourselves to you, giving you a little bit of history about who we are. One of the songs off of our first record was a song that I wrote called When the World's Asleep, and it's got kind of a cool little story about it. So we were living in our second apartment, and went to sleep one night. I woke up in the middle of the night, and
I was out because I don't remember that.
And I just had this overwhelming sense of peace, and it was really the Lord's presence, and it was just so wonderful. And I can't remember if I got up and started trying to scratch out a lyric or anything, but I think the lyric or the title popped into my head, and that was When the World's Asleep.
Yep.
And I was just trying to kind of capture what I was feeling and what I was experiencing in that moment. And morning came, of course, and reality hit, and the feeling was gone, and it seemed like the meaning of it had kind of vanished. But and then bills and whatever's on your plate.
Yeah, the day starts taking off, and
it does,
and all the stuff that has to be taken care of.
And that happened, but I think somehow or other I had captured enough of what had happened in the middle of the night, and I began writing it. And the song was really kind of about that struggle of sort of like wondering if I can somehow carry that peace, that serenity that I was experiencing, that the presence of God, really, that's what it is.
Yeah.
In that moment, and I wanted that to keep going. Like I want that to go throughout my day.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if you could bottle that? Like,
oh my goodness!
You could just like have like a peace elixir, and you could just take a swig. That would be so awesome. And it's
He's with us all the time.
That's true. We don't have to have that, but
amen.
That would be great.
Yeah.
It's funny because normally when you wake up in the middle of the night, it's because you get startled, or you just wake up because you have to go to the restroom or something. There's a reason why you're up.
The cat.
Yeah, all kinds of things. And so, but there are those rare moments where you'll get up in the middle of the night and it's 2 a.m. in the morning, and you're thinking, wow, the stars and the planets must be really aligned because I just had this awesome dream, and I have this sense like, you know what? I can do this. This is possible. And you're not thinking about, did I leave the stove on? Did I do this? What am I going to be doing tomorrow? You're not thinking about any of that stuff. And the problems don't seem so overwhelming. But the issue is, and it's what Lang alluded to, is that it's the struggle of maintaining that perspective during the day. I mean, when everything is coming at you and it feels like including the kitchen sink is coming at you, you kind of wonder, how in the world can I get back to that? So, when the lyric was written, there were a couple questions in there. Can I find a way to carry that peace? Can I somehow bring that peace into the moments and make it stay? Make it linger, make it stay in the middle of those crazy days and stuff. And those were some of the questions that we asked in the lyric of the song. Yeah.
And then it also touches on, and this is, I don't know how old I was. It was like maybe late 20s, early 30s. I can't remember exactly, but
it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
That way. You can probably tell.
But I also had that sense of like, time passes, and it passes really fast. And, in our case, I mean, decades have flown by,
They sure have.
And there was a line that I wrote, I'm afraid that I won't finish the things I've begun.
Yeah.
And there's that sense of like, I don't want to do that. I want to follow through. I want to do the things. And, there's goals, there's stuff that I wanted to accomplish, and like the years just kind of stack up. And, and if I look at that stuff, if I look at the things that haven't worked or, I haven't done, I can lose peace. I can lose the very peace of God that he wants me to live in every day. And, but I also think that there's this beauty in the song's message that even when we feel like, how do I say it? That if I'll do this, if I'll pay attention, if I'll, the line is, I just keep on listening, keep on believing. You never know unless you try, And the good news about that for us as believers is that we have what's called a biblical hope, which is different than a regular hope. And the biblical hope is that it's a confident expectation of good. In the world, we're just kind of saying, well, I hope it works out. I hope that money comes in. I hope I feel better. And, that's not a confident expectation.
There's not a whole
of good.
lot of confidence in that.
That's more like got a big old question mark at the end of it. And, but when we know we have a confident expectation of good, it's based on the person. Because we got somebody who's never failed us, and he's never going to fail us, and that's Jesus.
Yeah.
There's a great verse that I memorized as we've kind of just gone through things, and I've wanted to just get the word in my heart, and it's 1 John 5:14 and 15, and it says, "And this is the confidence that we have, that if we ask anything according to his will, we know that he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, then we know that we have that which we have asked of him." And there's in the Hebrew, when it's bringing up this idea of his will, it's talking about asking him. It's like a judge who takes a case. Yeah. And so we know that if we're asking something according to the law, so to speak, if it's a judge, if it's in agreement with the law, we already know the answer.
Right.
And that's where the confidence comes in. When we're asking God according to his will, then we know that it's already been answered as we are hoping.
Yeah, and that is, I love that. I really do. And, when I was thinking about this song, I was thinking about how we have been given a wonderful gift of a 24-hour period of time. If you look at it, stop and think about it a minute, you're going, so we get kind of a reset like every day automatically. Yeah. I mean, it just, once the day is over, it's over and the new day begins. And so I look at it as like you get a do-over, you get a reset, you get a second chance. And
what's the button?
Yeah, there was one of those buttons that you could hit and everything. And and so when the world is asleep, it's like that's when the hope returns. Yeah. We're reminded that, when the sun comes up every morning, and even if the clouds are out, we know the sun comes up every morning, we get like a new day, and it offers a fresh chance again. Yeah. And I love that.
Amen.
It's an awesome thing, yeah.
So we just wanted to share a couple of scriptures and kind of ideas about finding that peace that never leaves. John 14:27 says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you." This is Jesus, obviously. "Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid." So good. And then another one, John 16:33. He says, "I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. Yeah. In the world you will have distress. But, big but, be of good cheer." Not Jesus. I won't even go there.
Yeah.
"I have overcome the world," is what he says. And there, the compound names of God, one of them is Jehovah Shalom, and it means the God who is our peace. So now we're not only just seeing, expecting peace to come, peace lives in us.
Right.
It's not coming from the outside. It's coming from the inside out.
Right.
So good.
And so we would love to hear from you. We hope that you'll drop us a comment below if you want to. No force or anything like that. And we'd like to remind you to be sure that you hit the subscribe button, so when we post again, you'll get notified of when we post. And if you don't already follow us on Instagram or Facebook, we are Bliss Bliss Music there.
Yep.
And we have a newsletter that we do every month.
Yep.
And I promise you, we will not hound you 5 times a day or twice a week or anything. We usually do about one a month. Is when we mail them out and everything, and it'll keep you informed on what's happening with our music, give you some behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be sharing some things that we won't necessarily share here on our videos and everything, but we would love for you to sign up for that and hope that you will be encouraged to join a group of fellow people that are walking through life and pursuing dreams, and it's a place to be encouraged, so that we hope you will join us with that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we just want to say thank you for watching,
Yeah,
and we will see you next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
It's too hard.